Hey everyone, it's Bree from Brie Marie Plans. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're using the Cozy Winter sticker book by Casthetic Plans for this weekly spread, and I'm going to be using the first set in it. I'm not going to go for like the cabin and mountain vibes. I'm going to more so go towards like the spa and the self-care route. I'm also going to use that page of like a wood texture. So yeah, also I know this is like a known thing by people who use Casthetic Plan sticker books, but isn't it so cool how she already puts in some like pre-made clusters? I love that. And the other cool thing that I haven't seen in other sticker books is just having this piece of paper there. Sorry, my voice is being a little weird. Or I guess it's a sticker, but there's nothing cut out of it. So I just cut out the bottom because I wanted to rip it up and kind of use it as some corner anchoring pieces for some clusters. And yeah, I think that's so cool. Also, I always have to jump right in with talking about these spreads because when I'm filming, I do not give myself enough time between like waving my hands to say hi and then showing the stickers and then planning. So anyway, we're gonna go back to what I would have liked to say at the beginning, which is we have no candle this week, and that is because if you look at the very top, there is a little cat tail on my desk. So I really like to have a candle going when I'm filming, just because it helps with the ambiance. It feels nice. But then, I don't know, it also I think just adds to the vibe of the video. It makes it feel a little more cozy, but I was not risking my cat's tail and I did not want that to set on fire, so we did not do that today. But yeah, it was a bit of a challenge filming with both of them in there. I'm trying to think. I guess normally I film at night and they're a bit more like sleepy and kind of just sleep on our bed and don't really tend to bother me much when I film. But this time I filmed it around lunchtime because I was working from home this day, and yeah, they were just, I don't know, something was off. They were very needy. They were really enjoying looking out the window because I have a window right in front of my desk. So like if you were sitting and had this view of my desk, if you looked straight forward, you'd see a window. So I mean, I get the appeal, and you know, I'm honored that they want to be around me because I think it means they love me. So I really appreciate that. But sometimes it's just a little bit too much. Also, I just got a low battery notification on my MacBook, so hopefully we don't die while we're recording this voiceover. I probably don't need to note this, but I meant like hopefully my computer doesn't die, not hopefully like a human life doesn't die. Yeah, anyway, I feel like this is chaotic and we're 3 minutes in, but it's been so dang cold this week. So cold. It's insane. We had like a wind chill warning a couple days ago, and it's been terrible. I hate it. I'm trying to stay inside as much as I can because me and the cold do not get along. Granted, do I complain about the heat when it's really hot? Yes. There's a very small happy medium where I'm very happy with the weather. The rest of the time, not so much. But yeah, so I hope if any of y'all are experiencing that too, that you're staying warm, staying safe, because yeah, as far as I read from one of the weather channels, is that sorry, I got distracted watching myself trying to put this down. You could have gotten frostbite in like 10 minutes this morning, I think. So that's insane. But yeah, we've been trying to stay home as much as possible and just been kind of chilling. So yeah. I didn't really know what I wanted to talk about today, but I do now because I had my last therapy session with my therapist. And yes, I am in school for mental health counseling and kind of finishing that up right now, but also was in therapy myself because I want to work on myself as much as I want to help clients do their thing. And just because you're a therapist doesn't mean you have the magic wand to, you know, give yourself insight into your own life. So yeah. Oh, I see that we have a tail moving. I think at one point, also that tail is Turbo. At one point, he may have walked across my spread. I don't fully remember, but yeah, just disregard that if that happens. But yeah, I did a virtual session today, and I wasn't really like, I didn't have a ton to talk about, but I didn't think we were going to end because I've been thinking, like, I'm seeing someone at the counseling center at the university that I'm at for my master's program, and I was thinking, well, in August when I graduate, I obviously have to be done because I won't be a student anymore, but I'll be able to see him until then. And we've been doing kind of like every 3 or 4 weeks just to check in and just to like work on some like introspection things within myself and some things that have really been weighing on me that are more like just need like a change in mindset. And we went over my goals today, and I I feel like I've met those goals. I feel very confident in the foreseeable future and just feeling good and like I have a better handle on things. So that was sad because I've only had 2 therapists, but this was my favorite therapist that I had ever had. He was amazing. Oh, here's Turbo. He was like playing with some stickers or something. But yeah, best therapist I ever had. And I think it's going to be really, really hard to find someone better than him when the time comes that I feel that I need to go back to therapy. I don't know if this is like common knowledge or like a known thing about therapy, but the goal is not for you to be there and seeing your therapist, once a week for years on end, unless you've got a lot of stuff you want to work through, or you're working through some really big trauma, anxiety, just something that's really impeding on your life. If it's more so just kind of like learning about yourself and learning how, your current patterns are interfering with your life and just wanting to know like why you do the things you do, why you think the way you do, that's more of like a short-ish term thing. So yeah, therapy is not meant to be super long term. Our ultimate goal as therapists is to get our clients out of the therapy room and doing the scary stuff and coming to a place where they feel that they're able to handle doing the scary on their own, because that ultimately means that we've met our goal in helping them. They came in and something was really distressing, and hopefully when they leave at the end of our sessions, at the end of like our time together in total, they're feeling a lot better about that problem. I hope that makes sense. So despite the graduation coming up, this was never going to be a long-term thing, but it still makes me sad because I had a really, really great therapeutic relationship with him. He helped me gain a lot of insight to myself, and like I've described to my friends, I just felt like he like magically knew where to go, which we've talked, and it's an interesting sort of like breaking the fourth wall thing when you're a therapist in training, seeing a licensed therapist, and especially because he had gone through the same program that I'm going through now. So there was just like he knew some of what I was going through, and then the imposter syndrome in the therapy realm is really, really big. So he just had an idea of when those sorts of things came up and working as a therapist in the future, that he just kind of knew where I was coming from, I guess. I feel like I'm not explaining this super well, but I'm trying my best, I promise. Yeah, he just really understood. He's also a super chill guy, just willing to give me plenty of space, but also kind of like dig in at the right little things that I'd say and just like ask questions that would deepen the conversation. And I learned a lot about myself from working with him, but I also learned a lot about myself as what I would like to implement as a therapist working with my own clients. I've learned some techniques from him that worked well on me, that I've tried with some clients, and just like the overall way that he is himself in the therapy room. It was really, really cool to see and cool to reflect on, like, yeah, he went through the program that I'm in, and now years later he is killing it as a therapist, and it just makes me excited for where I could end up too. So it's bittersweet. It felt right to end because I didn't have anything more that was, pressing to talk about, but it still kind of sucks because it was a good time in my life, someone that I really, really enjoyed having and seeing once in a while. So yeah, it's weird, especially when you're a client. I feel like no one ever talks about the the loss that you can feel if you felt really connected to your therapist and, you enjoyed working with them and, learned a lot and just had a good experience. It can feel like a loss because therapists can't have other relationships with past or present clients. It's just a therapeutic relationship. So yeah, it's hard, and I think it's a good reminder for me as a therapist to remember that with certain clients, yeah, they may have a really hard time when our time together ends too. So it just is kind of reminded me of the whole termination process and the feelings that can come up with it on the client and the therapist end. So yeah, but other than that, things have been going pretty good. I'm just at my internship site 3 days a week, working towards that, working on my classes. I'm ahead in my classes right now, the online ones, which is fantastic because that's just making me feel like I have some more free time. And yeah, things are just going quite well right now. Aside from cleaning and household stuff, like I talked about in my last video, if you listened to that, and I got some feedback on that and some advice, so thank you to those who commented. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a work in progress, especially remembering that I'm in grad school right now. I have a part-time job. I'm doing YouTube and other social media and my sticker shop and trying to have a social life and spend time with my family and friends and take care of myself and eat well. So there's just a lot going on right now. So it's important to remember to give myself grace. And I hope that you can remember to give yourself grace too if you find that you're struggling in any sort of way right now. I think it's really important to recognize that as humans, we are not perfect. We cannot do it all. We have limited time and energy to get the things done that we want to get done. And it's just really important to recognize that we can't be superheroes all the time. It's not in our human nature. Oh, there goes Turbo walking by. I had turned to the spread that's after this one, and I hadn't filmed it because next week I'm gonna have a March monthly Plan With Me go up, so I didn't film it. But I really enjoy that spread. I think the colors are really fun together with like the dark green and the orange. And the book stocks, those book stocks are from my Etsy shop, which is always linked in the description below if you want to check it out. And then here, I really struggled to get this washi started, and I don't remember where I got it from. It might have just been in like a pack of a few washi tapes off of Amazon, but I felt like the spread was missing something, and I added in this plaid washi that kind of had a bit of a cool tone like the wood that I put throughout, and that helped a lot with just making sure that the spread looked more cohesive, at least in my mind. I love adding just like a few pieces of washi tape here and there to just like make the spread feel more completed and bring it together a little more. I found that washi tape is a really good way to bring everything together, especially if you feel like a color is lacking or like a texture is lacking. Like this one is like that plaid, works really, really great to just bring in some more interest and kind of round things out. So yeah, I didn't talk about this spread that much, but I really, really enjoy it. It turned out just as serene and calming as I was expecting. I can't wait to use more of this sticker book, but unfortunately I think I've planned out quite a few spreads for the coming months, and we'll be doing no more winter spreads, so I'm gonna have to make sure that I bring out the sticker book for next winter and take advantage of it. But that is all for this video. If y'all enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below. Let me know if you're surviving the cold, and I will see you in my next video. Have a good one. Bye.